country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Hill. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Hill. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
A gain of 3 yards.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eluding the pressure right, and his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Hill now after the interception. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Ravens nothing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Hill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This time Jackson will throw it, rolling to his left. He's going to keep it again. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
7-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Hill. Flush to his right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got
to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
3rd and
Jackson dancing to his left. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a dump off here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now it's Hill. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Chuck Clark.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hill throwing once more. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. And this is back to a 5-point game. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brook, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Hill eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Hill's picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
28-yard gain. 1st down, Baltimore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hill. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Hill escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. Yeah,
no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette fighting him off. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Just shy of
they give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Washington 19.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Baltimore.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He can run, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Hill now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Washington! DK Metcalf, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the